Hello and welcome to the Pass the Biscuit podcast. My name is Noah and I am here today with Mark, who's above me now.
I'm above him now. Hello.
Yeah, visually at least speaking.
I could
and then
smack you.
Bryce over to my left. Yeah, there he is. What up, Bryce? And today's out of context hockey quote of the day is, take it away, Marcus.
Well, they've got big asses.
Isn't that just moving?
True.
That's moving. That's a moving quote. Now, where'd you find that one from?
From the legendary Mike Babcock about that Russian kid who I can't say his name and Trevor Moore. He was talking about how good they are on the forecheck, and he said, well, they got big asses, so that's why no one can move them. Mikhaev? Is that how you say it?
Something along those lines.
I believe it was. I think it was Mikhaev, and I know it was Trevor Moore. So,
yeah.
Congratulations, Maple Leafs. You guys got some big ol' asses.
I guess they do. I don't know if that's something to be very proud of, but.
Do you see Dylan Larkin's in a new a commercial for jeans where he like does squats and they just put the camera right in his ass and he squats into the camera?
It's amazing.
That's just the best thing I've ever heard.
I think every hockey player ever.
And I believe one of the ESPN writers wrote an article about hockey players getting custom jeans because their asses are so big.
Well, yeah, Crosby's thighs are huge.
Oh my God, it's insane.
It's wild. It's absolutely
when I saw him in person
crazy.
at that golf event, I'm like,
yeah, the guy's got some freaking hunker dunkers of a. Oh no, my phone's going off. I'm sorry. Got some hunker dunkers of some thighs on my iPad. So, anyways, though, today's topics for today are Capo Caco and Jack Hughes. They're not doing too hot. Not really. How can we, I guess, ignite them? How can we make them actually start to perform to what they were expected to do? Our second thing, we made up like this little mini game sort of thing called Big Money Little Production, where we're creating a 5-man roster, well, I guess 6 if you include goalies, who make over $5 million and are just kind of not that good, or they're on the downswing of their career. Yeah. And then we're going to rate the top 10 players right now. We'll do a little bit of power rankings and some game predictions as well.
Actually, we're starting with the game predictions because it's
yeah, we're gonna start with the game predictions. So,
but first,
we're gonna hop into that. Ooh. I just realized this thingy. Oh shoot!
What you doing, bud?
I'm clicking around at random things and it's not working, so I don't care.
Leave it.
But first, we have something to tell you, and you might remember from the last episode, but
your first time listening, please go back and watch the first episode.
Yeah, do that. Go watch the pilot where Germans win Stanley Cups.
They do.
But like I said in the last episode, there's some things we'll just never know, right? Like why a round pizza comes in a pizza box.
Yeah, what the hell?
Like in like a square pizza box, you know?
Yeah,
it's a square. Makes no sense. Speaking of squares, how does SpongeBob manage to afford his house in the Bikini Bottom? What's minimum wage in the Bikini Bottom? Any idea? Bryce,
maybe
do
his
you know?
parents are rich.
Penny a year.
Maybe we could ask Dylan Larkin. He's got a big bottom. You never know.
Remember that episode? Mr. Krabs pays SpongeBob a penny a year.
That's true. That's true. Is a penny that valuable in the Bikini Bottom?
It must be.
It's gotta be.
How often do you drop coins in the ocean?
That's a good point. But if you have a penny to spare, make sure to head over to teespring.com/stores/pass-the-biscuit. Purchase your own PTB podcast apparel today. And you can get featured if you use hashtag PTB podcast on the podcast wearing some apparel. Or it's over this way. Got a canvas. It's pretty nice. Really good quality.
It's actually really, really nice.
Yeah, here, I'll pull it over. It's nice. It looks good. Look at that. That's legitness.
It's really good.
That looks so nice. Yeah, so check it out. It's pretty cool. It's
great.
All right,
let's get into these predictions before the games start kicking off.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. As soon as the score opens, I will start spitting words. Okay, so there are 2 games in progress right now that are tied that we can do. Sharks, Canadians. Bryce, we'll start with you.
Canadians.
Noah.
I'm going to go with the Sharks.
And I will be going with the Canadians.
Hey, I'm undefeated. All I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you are. Oh yeah. Scores of last week. Bryce is 4-1. Boston lost in a shootout. Noah's 5-0,
Ripperino.
and I'm 2-3.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Detroit lost to Calgary. Nashville lost to Arizona, and Ottawa lost to Vegas in a shootout. Great start. But anyway, back to this.
Yeah,
current things.
I'm hype. First place. I could just retire now, and I'll be perfect record.
We'll just keep going in that same order, since that's all I have it written here.
That's fine.
Arizona, Islanders.
Arizona.
I'm going with Arizona as well.
I will be going with the Islanders. All right, so those are the 2 games in progress right now that are tied. The other games in progress right now are Sabres, Rangers, 3-0 Rangers, second just started, and 3-1 Hurricanes over the Jackets, second just started.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, now the games that are getting underway now, which are the 8 o'clock games. L.A. and St. Louis.
I have St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
I will have L.A.
Gotta be different.
Yeah,
Well,
of course you do.
It's
you got to come back some way.
in that trade.
somehow.
In that trade we just made in fantasy.
You need LA.
Tierney played last night. He scored and got an assist. Quick's first game since becoming a part of the Fort Wayne Thunder. He'll get a win.
Okay, we'll see.
Not Washington, Minnesota and Nashville.
Nashville.
I think we're all on Nashville on that one.
Minnesota just kind of stinks.
Yeah.
We're old as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Bunch of crop dusters. We're old.
Flyers, Blackhawks rematch of 2010.
I got Philly.
Blackhawks. I never picked the Flyers.
I am picking the Flyers.
Okay.
Washington, Edmonton. Team 2 and 3, I think, in the standings.
Yeah, I got Washington.
Edmonton.
Everybody's cameras are flashing, by the way. I don't know why it's doing this.
That's all right. That's Discord.
I got Edmonton.
Wow.
Neil scores 2.
I hope.
For fantasy purposes.
Aren't you 2 playing each other?
Yes.
You're playing each other, aren't you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Go Washington now.
All right, 2 more. Anaheim, Dallas.
Anaheim.
Dallas. Is Bishop playing?
Yes.
Go Stars.
All right. I got Dallas. Perry and Cogliano's returned to Anaheim. No, not returned to Anaheim. Playing against the Ducks for the first time. It's in Dallas, but
okay.
And then we got Florida and Calgary.
I got Calgary.
Florida.
And I have Florida as well.
I had too many with Mark. I'm probably gonna stink. All right, Kakko and Hughes. They're not doing that well. I don't really know why, for Jack Hughes at least. But I do know why for Capo Kakko, and that's because he plays 13 minutes a game.
They didn't play last night, did they? The Rangers?
I don't know, but they're playing right now, and it's going well for the team for the first time.
I know. Well,
so.
I know they put him on the first line with Zibanejad
right.
in practice. I don't know if they stuck with it. It's 3-1 now. Sabres just scored.
Yeah.
But, I mean, whatever they did, it fixed the second line because Ryan Strom's got a goal, and now Temi Panarin's got a goal. I don't know if they stuck Panarin. I don't know if they stuck Panarin on the first line still, or they wanted to put Kakko as Zibanejad and move Panarin down with Ryan Strome. Right. I don't know, but that's what we got right now. No Kakko goal, but
it's tough. It'll take him. You know, I kind of had this expected for Hughes coming in. I figured it'd take him a good half of the season to really get adjusted. You know, start putting on some fucking muscle. 'Cause look how small that kid is, right?
Yeah, he's a tiny little guy.
He didn't really play college, so
No.
most of these, like Jack Eichel, played college.
Yeah.
So he had experience against guys who were a lot stronger than him. I know, but he still had experience against guys who are older than him and stronger than him. Hughes still played in the.
I think Hughes was kind of.
It's technically the USHL, right? The U.S. National Development. That's technically
USHL.
Yeah.
They play college teams, but I do think Hughes was rushed a little bit. I feel like he could have used that year or 2 down in minors. Really, develop his game, get stronger, faster.
He did get hurt. So I think that all the injuries in the international tournaments, just all of them, that could have put him back a bit. Or it could just be the Devils just suck right now.
Yeah, no,
they do.
They're not very good.
It doesn't help when your team's. I don't even know what the problem is. They got a good roster.
I mean,
goalies are suspect, but they got a good roster.
He's not going to turn around a team.
No.
Single-handedly.
And for Kakko, it's the 13 minutes, but he still has to get adjusted to the North American style. Not style, size.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's not many people that can come over and just dominate.
No. I think time right now is the biggest thing holding both of them back.
We'll see.
Just give
What's up, Dad?
What are you doing?
Doing podcast.
What's up, Tommy?
I said hi.
Hey. Pass the biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
We're talking about Jack Hughes and Capo Caco.
Who's that?
All right. See ya, dude.
What about Jack Johnson?
Yeah, we'll talk about him.
Yeah.
Jack Johnson. Yeah, he's a third overall pick. So maybe if they did a redraft, it would go Hughes, Caco, Jack Johnson. If Jack Johnson was young. You never know.
That goal wasn't
he was
his
a fourth overall pick, right?
That goal wasn't his fault.
Something like that.
Turning light 3 off.
All right. My dad's out here.
I don't know what the consensus on Twitter was, but that was not his fault last night.
Whatever. But, anyways, back to Jack Hughes after my dad walks in, turns one light off with my Echo Dot, and then leaves. He turned one ceiling light off out of 5 for no reason. But yeah, so it's kind of weird because Nico Hischier, I don't want to say he's been bad either as a first overall pick. Well, I'm not saying this year specifically, but just overall. I don't want to say he's been bad, but it has to have something to do with just the Devils organization. I don't know if I don't think it would be the GM. Have they gone through multiple coaches? I don't even know.
No, I think it's been what's his face.
If it's been
the old Wilkes-Barre coach, I think for a while now.
Right. If it's been one coach, they have 3 first overall picks in Taylor Hall, who, I mean, he did well, obviously, but he's Taylor Hall, proven. They're Nico Hischier, and then Jack Hughes as well. God dang, I hate the phones. But, so, all 3 of those guys, if you can only manage to ignite one of them in a proven star that's Taylor Hall, I don't know. Maybe there should be a coaching change or something.
Wasn't Hischier on that team?
What?
The team that made the playoffs?
Probably, yes.
He was.
But even
a
still,
yeah.
So here's what's the difference. Year. So here's the difference. The goaltending.
Well, yeah, goaltending obviously was better in Corey Schneider. But, like, I'm just saying pure production, points, like raw points. Hischier has never really done that.
He's...
What did he put up, like 67?
No, he hasn't put up points, but I don't think that's the way he's groomed himself to play.
Right, no. I agree with that, but
Hischier's gonna sit. He's a second line center.
He'll be a really good second line center when Hughes develops.
Yeah,
if Hughes develops correctly.
That's my point. They need, because I thought that could have been Hischier, and now it's okay. When's Hughes pass him? Mm-hmm. So at some point in time, did they screw him up? And will they screw up Jack Hughes? You know what I mean? There's something that just didn't go well with the development.
I just think they're rushing their players at the moment.
And that
they want to be good now. They want to be good in the moment.
They have to be good in the moment.
Right.
They do, but
because if they're not good, Hall might leave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's already trade rumors for him, apparently.
What trade rumors?
And not just cap friendly. Not just cap friendly. Actual trade rumors. I actually saw there was some TSN thing that said there's.
Is that why everybody had Hall to the Penguins?
That just happened
because
today.
he was on. Because he was on. Was it insider trading? It's like Dragger and them.
Getting Malkin for Taylor Hall.
I'd do that.
I wouldn't.
Maybe I'd maybe do that.
No, you wouldn't.
I might. If Galchenyuk comes back and he could be a really good second line center, I might.
I do not want Galchenyuk playing center. There's a reason he got pretty much banned out of Ottawa for that.
If Galchenyuk can come back and be a very good second line center,
he's not going to be a
center. Now say it. Okay. I don't know.
Whatever.
It's not happening. It's not happening. We're not going to get Hall. and it's not going to be for Malkin. If we get Hall, it'd be probably for like Jack Johnson and Eric and Branson. Send them 2 studs. They'd accept that.
3-way trade. Give them 10 pieces. Wasn't that the one you saw on Cap Friendly yesterday?
Yeah, I don't
know. It was like 10 pieces for Taylor Hall. It was like,
holy shit.
It was
like a 3-way trade too. It was like,
it was mind-boggling. Okay. So, we've discussed about how Hughes hasn't been doing well. How do we fix it? Is there a fix? Or is it just wait?
I hate to say it, but minors. I think he needs time in the minors.
I wonder what the rule is on that. Because he wasn't a junior player, so he doesn't have a junior contract, but he never really went to college.
Is that your play, Mark, or do you just keep him up?
I keep him up.
I don't know. I think he needs to get some confidence. I think that's what.
It's just.
I don't know if the AHL is the best thing though, because it's just he'll dominate the AHL easily. Goalies aren't that good. Defensemen aren't that good. That's what the drop off really is in the AHL, and he'll dominate it. So I don't know.
He totally will. It's just weird. I feel like the only real solution.
He's played better though ever since they put him on the first line, right? Yeah. Because He's been
played
hurt.
a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the only real solution for him is just wait it out, hope he develops. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe get new development coaches. That's really about it. From an outside point looking in, I don't know. But Capo Caco as well. Is that pretty much the same with him? I don't think he's been as bad as Hughes. I think thus far he's been a little bit better, given he's playing less minutes than Hughes as well.
I think Caco's been noticeable most games he's been out there.
I think he has more points.
And
Hughes only has 1 assist, right?
I think they're tied at 2.
Hughes has a goal too.
Oh, he does. Oh, that's right. That's
I think
he scored
they
against
both
Quinn.
each have 2 points, maybe. Maybe Caco has 3, something like that. I don't know.
They're both. There's a reason these teams drafted high in the draft. They're bad teams, so
right. That's true.
We'll see.
That is true. I don't know. It'll be interesting because I was very excited for this year's draft because it was deep. It was definitely a deeper draft. At least I'd like to think it was. And
yeah, I mean, it seemed that way.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. All right. Moving on to the big money little production mini game. Big money.
For this one.
Yeah, no, I was excited for this too because I was like, huh.
You want to go through whole team?
We'll go through the whole team and then talk about why we took each player. Yeah, we'll each go through our whole teams and then we'll talk about why we took each player. So, Bryce, read your team off first.
Okay. So for my center, I went with Brian Little.
Okay.
Right wing, Kyle Okposo. And then left wing, I think is pretty obvious in Milan Lucic.
Yeah. I felt like all of us were
gonna have him.
Yeah, I felt like all of us were gonna take him.
Another pretty, I think, common one is gonna be Brent Seabrook.
Yep.
And then he's not quite at that 5 mil point. He's 4.625, but I want Carl Alsner.
Okay, that's fair. It's a little under 5 mil, but
a little under, but I figured that'd be fine. And then
I don't think he's in the NHL. Right
he's in Laval. Nope. He's in Laval, isn't he?
So last year,
they sent him down.
Yep, he played 34 games in the AHL and only 9 in the NHL.
Yeah, I remember that. He cleared waivers, and I was like, oh.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yep, and then my goalie, I want Carey Price.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit of...
Okay. He makes too much
controversy on that one.
Nah, I don't think goalies should ever be paid that kind of money.
You know, I totally agree with that. Like, the 10.5, I think, is way too much for how often he's hurt.
I cringe a little bit when I see a goalie get paid over $7 million.
It's rough. I don't know.
It's
he's kind of fucking his team over too.
Isn't it?
The same. It's like
something like that. Yeah. But even
Price, Bobrovsky, Lundqvist,
still,
Fleury.
like just from like a
when they signed that deal, who's their GM then? But I forget whoever. Bergevin, yeah. He had that pressure just to fucking sign Price. Because you don't sign him, everyone's gonna be pissed. Like, how the hell don't you sign Carey Price?
Right.
But Carey Price wants Carey Price fucking money.
Right.
So I mean, he's Carey Price. Like.
Right.
It's just kind of a weird situation right now.
If they make the playoffs this year and go deep,
It's gotta be.
Then it's
because
fine
of
for
him.
me. But
It'll definitely. Only reason they make the playoffs is because of him.
they haven't made it past the second round in how many fucking years?
They just need to play the Penguins in the second round again.
Yeah.
And have Yaroslav Halak as their goalie.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
but
He was the
those are
backup
my-
goalie.
I know.
those are my Super Six right now.
The Super Six suckers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's mine. At center, I have Jonathan Taves. 10.5. No thanks. At left wing, I have Zach Parise. He's making like what, 8 mil?
8.25.
I think it was 8.25, and that's just now he's definitely not worth that.
Even
then
then,
he barely was. At right wing, I have Bobby Ryan, another just
Damn you.
garbage contract.
Yep.
Plus, I just can't stand him since he scored on us in the playoffs whenever the Senators didn't absolutely suck.
Does
That was kind of the
everybody?
beauty
Does
that-
everybody that scores against the Penguins you just don't like?
Yes. On defense, I have Brent Seabrook. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's probably the worst defensive contract in the league. And then I have Johnny Boychuk as my other defenseman.
I almost put him.
And, you know,
I
I
did
wanted
too.
to do that as a tandem because there'd be two right-handed shot defensemen, and that would just suck. That would just not be fun at all to have. And at goaltender, I have Henrik Lundqvist. Mainly because I think their backup goalie currently right now is better than Henrik Lundqvist.
Alexander Georgiev.
Yeah, I can't say his name.
Georgiev.
That's why I said their backup.
Georgiev.
Georgie 5.
Yeah, Georgie 5. Sure.
That's how you spell it.
Lundqvist has like a 3.7 goals against average or something, and like in the 800s for save percentage.
It's hard when you don't have a defense in front of you.
Right. I'm not gonna deny that, but Georgiev's numbers aren't that bad, and his contract definitely isn't as steep as.
He's still on his
Henrik
rookie deal,
Lundqvist.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know. I put Lundqvist because I do think he's overrated nowadays. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the best goalies of all time, but it's a
And his
steep
brother looks
contract
exactly
now.
like him.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
mean,
of
was he
scary.
8th round
It's
pick?
kind of
dude?
scary.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an 8th round pick, and they're not even around anymore.
Yeah.
Who do you have,
Mhm.
Mark?
All right, so at wing, I got Bobby Ryan. Same reason as you.
Yep.
I got the other winger is Milan Lucic. Same reason as you guys. And my first defenseman is Brett Seabrook. Same as you guys.
Yep.
So the difference, people, are at center, I have Kevin Hayes.
Almost put him.
I don't know if it was him, his agent, or a report that said if the Flyers wanted him, they had to overpay for him. It's right there in the sentence.
And
they had
they
to
did.
overpay for him, and they did. And now he's
they
a
did.
Flyer.
7 million.
7-2, I think.
That makes me just cry in laughter and
So if we're
joy
looking
for
at just
Jake
if we're looking
Gensel's
at
contract.
just money, yeah, Jake Gensel, that's one. I don't like comparing wingers and centers, but that is one.
Mhm.
Who's this? Dowdy makes 8, doesn't he?
11.
Not Dowdy. Kopitar.
11.
Kopitar.
Kopitar makes
Yep.
11.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I almost put him.
I
on
should
my
have thought of a
list.
I should have thought of a comparable, but I can't think of one right now. And my other defenseman is Mark Stahl. He makes a lot.
And he can only
He
see
does.
out of one eye, right?
Does very little. I don't know.
I don't know. He got hit in the eye once with a puck. I remember.
It wasn't
that.
him. It was someone else. Someone that's retired said they can only see like 50% out of one eye. I forget who it was. It was an ex-wing. And then I have Corey Schneider as the goaltender.
Yeah. I feel
He
like
is
all
not
of our
in-
teams are very explanatory.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory, rather.
They all suck.
Yeah.
They all suck. Whose team wins if there's a round-robin tournament? Whose team
Bryce.
wins?
Oh, I'm taking mine all day.
He has Carey Price.
Yeah, that's true. He's got Carey Price.
Carey Price, Brian Little's not bad. Okposo, I mean, he's not terrible. He's on the downward slope, but
I have Bobby
my
Ryan
D's
and
gonna-
Lucic.
my D-Blow's dick though. Like, I have Carl Alsner. Like, you're skating around him.
You've got
all
a
He is an
bio.
AHL player.
Lucic is gonna skate right the fuck around him. Too.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Johnny Boychuk will rip a clap bomb over to Brent Seabrook and Jonathan Taze will tip it in. I don't know. But Henrik Lundqvist plays too deep in the net for my liking, so Not good enough for me. That's fun. I like doing that.
Yeah, no, one interesting stat I saw about a Carl Alsner in the 17-18 season. Guess how many giveaways he had?
A lot.
213.
Okay, not that high. It was 90.
Didn't he only play 9
It was
games?
but it was 90 in 9 games.
Wait, 90
10 giveaways a game.
turnovers?
In 9
Giveaways.
games in the NHL.
What?
They signed him for a lot of money after
That's
he left Washington.
so bad.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Wow.
Mhm.
90 turnovers in 9 games.
Mhm.
Even Mike Lang thinks that's bad.
Mike Lang.
He just shook his head yes.
Jeez.
It's really bad.
That's
But yeah, then going back on Little, I mean, he's still a Jets second line center right now, I believe. Second and third line, but I mean, putting up half a point a game type shit last year.
Yeah.
This year he's on pace for even less than that. I think it was like 0.3 points a game.
I mean,
he's
his
on the
own
downward slope.
teammate
He's getting
even
older.
trashed him in line A.
Yeah, it's like, but he's signed through the 23-24 season on that 5.3 mil.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, if any team were to win, it probably would be Bryce's because, you know,
Carey Price will just get a shutout every game.
Yeah, he'd be okay. I don't think that Bobby Ryan's gonna score too much on him.
Oh, Kevin LeBanc scored.
I think overall in our league, Brent Seabrook would not be too good. All three of them.
Brent Seabrook, the first, second, and third.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would not be very good. Not at all.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
It absolutely is. And before we get into our top players, I want to talk about some top plays. Head over on Instagram to NHL 20 clips. Follow that account. Send it a DM. What will that do, Mark? What will that do? Like, you send it a DM of your clip.
If you send a DM of your dipsy doodle, your dingly dangles, or your swag drag toe drags,
Absolutely.
Uncle Frick, Uncle Frick thinks it's a great play,
Absolutely.
he will upload it onto the interwebs.
That's what I'm saying.
for
You want your
everybody
plays,
to see.
You want
Little
your
dangle,
plays in
snip, and
NHL
selly.
20 to be shown.
Selly season, boys.
It's Selly season. That's exactly right. If you want those plays to be shown, make sure to follow on Instagram. NHL 20. That's a 2 and a 0 if you didn't know. Clips. NHL 20 clips. Head it over. Follow it. Send it your clips. Your best plays. Maybe Jason Garrison went through the entire team. Maybe you came back down 6-1 going into the third period. Or maybe you just crossed up and did a legitimate spin move around a goalie in your games of EASHL and got hype, hit the lights in your basement to flash red, and got super hype. If that happened, NHL 20 clips is the place to go.
Did you just go 1, 2, 3 off your 3 favorite moments at NHL in the past 3 years?
You're damn right I did. Top
You're an
10
ass.
players right this very second.
All 3 of those involve me somehow.
They do. They do. Top 10
Jason
players.
Garrison played him again online. He went end to end against me.
I did.
I was the Coyotes. He was the Oilers. And I was up 6-1 going to the third. And he scored 7 or 5 or whatever.
Yep. Yep.
I lost.
Yep.
And then this past weekend, our buddy who plays, I don't even know what the league is. He was in Michigan and he came back and we played Land Shell. For those who don't know what Land Shell is.
4 Xboxes in my basement.
We have 4 Xboxes in Noah's basement. We're playing club, full threes team. We get hype.
Oh, we get in.
Noah has the lights that can have goal horns and they flash. We get hype.
It's wild. That's all I'm
And
saying.
Noah dirtied some kid. It was great.
Yeah.
So go on Instagram, NHL 20 clips, and Uncle Frick will decide if yours is worthy or not.
He absolutely will. And speaking of worthy players and worthy plays, the top 10 players right now in the NHL. I guess
I hate lists.
Yeah, Mark doesn't like lists. All right, here,
I
I
hate
guess
lists.
we'll go like 10. We'll each say who we have at 10.
Okay.
Then not. Okay, at 10, I have Austin Matthews. Bryce, who do you got?
Brent Burns.
Okay. Mark?
Leon Draisaitl.
At 10? Wow.
Yeah, he's German.
Okay.
And he's probably going to score 50 goals again this year. So, I mean.
Number 9, Brad Marchand.
I got Marchand as well.
Wow. Mark?
I have Victor Hedman.
Dang. Okay. Victor Hedman, number 8.
I had to put one defenseman on here, and I just.
See, I wanted to, but I had them all
I
at
hate
11.
lists because my 5 through 10 can go anywhere, and I'd probably be happy with it.
Yeah,
I
hate lists.
Yeah. 8, Tavares.
Barkov.
Fuck, I forgot about him. Oh, well.
See, that's why I hate lists.
Yeah, underrated.
I probably would have put him at probably 11 actually. 7, I have Leon Draisaitl.
Victor Hedman.
Brad Marchand.
Okay, so we all.
I like him a lot more than most people.
Me too. He's a good player. So we all have him in our top 10 though.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's praise coming from 2 Penguins fans and an Avalanche fan.
Yes.
I'm
not a Penguins fan. I'm a hockey fan. There's a difference. Penguins fans bitch and moan. Hockey fans just watch hockey.
Number 6. Wait, did we say 7?
Yep.
Yeah, because it was Marchand for me.
Okay,
yeah.
6. David Pasternak.
I got Alex Ovechkin.
I have Patrick Kane.
Okay. Very respectable.
Okay.
Number 5. Nikita Kucherov.
I got my boy Patty Kane at number 5.
I have Ovi at 5.
Yeah, so our 5 and 6 switched.
Yeah, how about that?
I kind of figured it would. But...
I don't have Kane in my list.
Did you forget about him?
No, I just don't. I don't have him.
You don't like the Blackhawks at all, do you?
I don't think he's in the top 10. I just don't.
He's really good.
He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's in the top 10 anymore. Everyone on my list, I look over to my right, I see my list, and I say all those players are better than Patrick Kane. And they make less money.
Patrick Kane over Barkov over a Marchand. I take Kane over Burns any fucking
I'd take Kane over Matthews.
I'd take Kane over Matthews as well.
That's the only one I might. Maybe Marchand, maybe, I don't know. But the rest of those guys,
I don't know. I don't think Matthews is in the top 10.
Yeah, I don't know. He just squeaked in.
Top 15, maybe.
Yeah. 4, I have Ovechkin.
Not a top 10 for me.
Yeah. I have Ovechkin at 4.
Okay, I got Nikita Kucherov.
I have Kucherov as well at 4.
Dang, you guys are like tight with the 6 through 4 range.
I know, we didn't consult at all.
And I think our 1 through 3s are going to be quite similar.
They're going to be similar.
All of our 3s are the exact same, except for maybe Bryce.
I'm going 3. You know, I'm going to go 3-2-1, just in order. We'll just go 3-2-1.
Okay.
So, go Noah.
McKinnon at 3. McDavid at 2, Crosby at 1.
Exact same.
I have McDavid at 1.
Bitch.
I just think Crosby's a more well-rounded player.
That's it.
He is.
That's it.
But McDavid is so explosive.
See, okay. My sole
and he's better
reasoning,
this year. He's better this year than he is last year.
So is Crosby.
Last year, I know, but McDavid is so fast, and the Oilers are actually doing good now. I can convince myself that McDavid is better than Crosby.
If we were to do this list in another 4 months,
it might change.
That might switch. That might switch for me. I'm
because if the Oilers make the playoffs, it's because of McDavid and it's because of Draisaitl.
Can't you say the
and maybe
same
one of the
about
goalies gets
hot. Realistically, you can't.
I've seen the Penguins make the
playoffs this year.
I've seen the Penguins make the playoffs without Crosby and Malkin.
Right now, though.
If everybody else is healthy,
because whenever Crosby and when the Penguins made the playoffs without Crosby and Malkin, that was without McDavid in the league.
If your depth,
I know,
if your young depth can keep contributing, then there's no.
I mean, if it's just Crosby and Malkin, there's a chance Murray could get hot. Defense plays real well. Jack Johnson gets traded for someone who can actually play. Branson gets traded for someone who can actually play.
Right.
That's good. They're still good. They're coached very well.
Right.
The Oilers,
if you could pick who's like a better duo.
The Oilers are just outscoring people right now. That's all it is. Plain and simple.
Yeah. If you could pick like who's a better duo, like
Draisaitl McDavid.
Draisaitl McDavid any day of the week is better than Crosby Malkin. No doubt. Career-wise, obviously it's Crosby Malkin. They have better career duo-wise than most duos ever. But right now, there's no doubt.
Just wait for that fucking McKinnon-Rantanen duo.
Yes. Damn Rantanen.
Stupid fucking
St.
Stupid
Louis
bitch
ice.
can't skate and gets hurt.
Stupid St. Louis ice.
Who?
Fuck.
St. Louis's
Fuck.
ice.
Yeah, Renton fucking lower body injury
Uh,
out 2 weeks. Yeah,
I thought it was an
told me.
upper body injury, to be honest.
Lower body. It's his ankle. I think he rolled his ankle.
I was kidding.
Yeah.
I love the NHL and their injuries. It's concussion,
I know.
upper body, lower body.
I know
it.
that's all it is.
That's it.
Not even.
They're
Sometimes
afraid,
it's,
like,
it's
they're afraid,
it's
like, when you
upper-
get
upper,
back,
lower,
Ryan Reeves is just
undisclosed.
gonna look at your ankle and just be like, "I'm coming."
Is he? Are they wrong to think that though?
No.
Oh no.
I mean,
'Cause
I
it
don't
does
blame
happen.
them. I don't blame them for that. I mean, that's
It
more of
does
a
happen.
football thing. If you were,
Yeah, no, I was reading this
But-
article the other day. This, like, the most commonly asked question on fucking injuries is like, why won't you ever disclose what exactly it is? And it's for, I think, the player safety.
yeah, for
They
sure.
were doing this thing. It's like they don't want players targeting that specific area. So,
Mhm.
like, say, instead of lower body, like, fucking knee injury, right? Players are just
Run
taking
up to him,
pop
hit him in the knee.
pop shots
take
at
a
the knee,
slap shot to
slashes
his
here,
knee.
yeah, slap shots at the knee, slashes at the knee. You're poking at it, like,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just- I mean,
It's
some of them
just
are
something I
obvious.
read.
Obviously, Rantanen's ankle is hurt.
Yes,
They're still not going
Or-
to say it, but
it's
like
like,
someone
yeah.
like Malkin, really don't know what happened there.
Yep.
It's obviously somewhere in his leg,
Oh, I have no
Mhm.
clue.
but I think it's his hamstring. I don't know, the way he got hit, his legs kind of like spread apart the way they did on the boards, groin hamstring area.
Yeah.
So,
I just thought it was a really interesting article.
but I'm honestly surprised they don't do that in football.
See, that makes so little sense to me. I feel like they should in football. Because that's really where you can target someone. If they're like, he had
Well, the
I don't
Saints
know.
got fined for it
a sprained ankle or something.
or suspended. I
Mhm.
don't remember.
Like
You
if
remember
they say,
that?
oh, he's got a sprained ankle, like, okay, if he's an offensive lineman with a sprained ankle playing, they're just going to say, go low.
Yeah.
Get low on him. He can't,
Well, they're gonna target him all game.
Right,
like,
exactly. That's what I mean. They're going to send
Yeah.
an extra guy to that side or whatever. I don't know. I don't
That
watch
that is
football
the
enough.
NFL though. I mean, you don't see that as much in the NHL
Yeah.
at
Well,
all.
you think of Bounty Gate, we know what happens because the Saints got penalized for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it does happen. It's hockey. We still have goons. The 7 of them that there are left, they still do exist. They just can score a little bit more than they could in the 80s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I agree.
100%. Speaking of goons and the raw power, how about we jump into the fucking power rankings now?
Oh my gosh, Bryce, you're learning. That a boy.
He is learning.
That,
It's a shame the Terry Crews transition
boy.
isn't working.
Yeah,
That is
Terry
true.
Crews
We
need to get that
isn't
to work.
working.
I
Nah.
gotta get that. I gotta find it.
Okay. So let's just go. We're doing 1 through 7 right now.
Yeah.
I don't even have
It's
it
just-
written down. I just
It's early, so it's probably just gonna be the league standings for me,
for the
minus
most
the
part.
Hurricanes. So
I'll just go through my 1
Alright.
through 7 really quick. I got Colorado number 1, Boston at 2, Washington, Edmonton, Buffalo, Vegas, and then Carolina at number 7.
Okay. Yeah. That makes
So I was
sense.
squeaking it in.
I'm gonna have Washington at 1. I mean, they're on a 4-game win streak. They've looked really good.
They've been playing
so
good.
far. Yeah. Ilya Samsonov. Whew.
He's Yep.
Looking nice. Making Holtby look expendable soon.
well, he's a free
Very
agent after this year.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's exactly that.
I don't think he stays around very long.
No, he might
see.
not.
What's the score? on that?
Next,
Carolina's gonna pick him
I'd probably put Colorado, then Boston, Edmonton, Buffalo, Arizona, and then Carolina. Arizona because they're on a 4-game win streak right now, and Kessel is looking pretty good for them. So, hey, Kessel's playing really well, and Darcy Kemper and Antti Ranta continue to perform.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I mean, they're gonna have
It's-
Keller still, Stepan, however
Right.
the fuck.
they have a
They
nice
still
little
need a
team.
one.
They do.
They
They've
still need
got
a
a lot
number
of
one.
potential.
Imagine
Number
if
one
they
center.
traded for Taylor Hall.
They need a number one center. Having a rejected Rangers center isn't really going to get them far.
It's not.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But, I mean, you got Soderbergh, second, solid second, third line center. It's gonna. put up 20 goals.
They need to
4
suck so they can
goals
draft, or either Hayden gets good, or they need to suck so they can draft someone good, because they're gonna run into the Hurricanes problem.
Well, until they got Aho.
They're gonna be good. That's what I'm saying.
Nino
They're gonna be good everywhere else until they can get a number 1 center, and then they get that number 1 center, then they make the playoffs.
Yep.
Their defense is good. Their
But
wingers
how
are.
about Darcy Kemper though this year? He's been
He's just doing what he did last year.
I know.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I always thought he was decent. Boy.
Since last year, I thought they've been one of the best duos in the league.
They might be the best duo, yeah. I mean, them or maybe
besides
Boston.
Halak and Rask.
Yeah, they've been wild. Like Kemper right now, I just pulled up his stats. He's got a 944 save percentage in 6 games played and a 1.68 goals against.
It's crazy when you have a
That's
defense
so
in front
good.
of you and a defensive-minded team.
Mm-hmm. That is so good.
What that'll do to you.
Ooh, wow. Mikko Koskinen has a 934.
He's pretty good too. He's been good.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask.
I could have sworn it was Miro though. Guess not.
Mikko.
I thought it was Miro. I don't know why I thought it was Miro.
I gotta ask.
Made it this time.
Is Anders Nielsen the starting goalie for the Senators, or is it still Craig Anderson? Because Nielsen has played 4 games. He's got a 935 and a 273 goals against.
They have to give him a shot.
It's the Senators. It's just
They should give him a shot. They probably won't. But
maybe they. I don't know. Maybe let Anderson go at the deadline. I don't know what his contract is. I think it's up this year, but
yeah. And then there's games played. Who's gonna lead that?
Fleury.
Yeah.
They have no backup.
He is so good.
They do have a
Vegas, I
backup.
don't
They
have-
just don't want him to play.
Yeah. They just
I like their
don't play him.
backups. All 3 of them that they play.
Yeah.
I am glad they got rid of Soup. Wait, is Subban still? Is he hurt?
He's hurt.
He's hurt, yeah.
I've never liked Malcolm.
Yeah.
Even when he's on Boston, was not a fan of him.
They got 3 goalies that have played in the NHL before.
Austin Hansik. You know, this is like
legacy.
I feel like we say this
legacy.
every year, but so far, early season, this has been the year of the backups.
It just becomes more and more every year.
Samsonov's been good. Rittich from last year got good.
Francouz has been really good too in
He's
Colorado.
been good.
Jeez.
Jari has been
Chari's
excellent.
been really
You know
good.
who else has been really good that's a backup? Thatcher the Snatcher.
He has been very good, yeah.
Ooh.
This-
Sharks
I
have
just wanted to say that. He's
Yeah.
he's great. I love it.
Does
Oh,
Jari...
Hurdle's Sorry. Fantasy points.
Wait, that's good for me. I'm playing you. What happened? What happened?
Hurdle's got 3 points right now, man.
Oh, damn.
You're still getting your
Two on
ass
the power.
plowed.
3
Yeah.
assists, 2
I don't
power
know.
play points.
It's only
fucking 11
65 to
faceoffs.
63.
What is...
I know. It's because my entire team's hurt.
What?
Forsberg is hurt, Tatar is hurt, Tavares is out.
Oh, finally.
Fucking Eberle is on IR. Calm down, bud.
Hey, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, you just
My-
got 64. I don't know what happened.
My best players are hurt. Well, not my
Just
best
wait till
players.
No,
Pasternak
you have Connor
fucking-
McDavid. Your best players are not hurt.
Some of my good players, Galchenyuk, Malkin, and Tuck, they're all hurt. Made a big
You just
trade.
traded.
All right.
Okay,
I want to
to
know.
be fair-
Okay,
for Galchenyuk.
I
To be
want to
fair,
know.
I've been playing nothing but fucking like all my backups and like second strings, and I'm still fucking beating you.
Shut up. Anyways,
He lost. You know about the fantasy football thing with him, right?
No.
I don't know. It was like 2 weeks ago. He lost to a dude who didn't play a quarterback.
Okay, listen.
He didn't have a quarterback playing, and he still lost.
Juju had an off week. Okay.
He's been having an off week all season.
Just quit.
All right, we're quitting. We're done. We're
No,
done.
can't play fantasy.
We're done here today.
No one sucks at fantasy. That's a title.
No, it's actually he's in fantasy hockey. We've done it for 6. This will be the 6th year.
I won
Right?
4,
He's won 4 of them and went to the championship in 5 of them.
and
Right?
this is the 7th year.
This is the 7th year. Yeah, this is the 7th year because you weren't in it last year. I
But
was.
this year, I suck at fantasy. Everything
I'm so
is
happy.
so bad. It's going so poorly, and I'm disappointed as can be. That is the title, though. I suck at fantasy.
I'm crushing Nate. It's great.
All right.
96 to 60.
On that note, I'm bummed out. I'm getting made fun of for my poor fantasy performances. I'm telling you, I'm built for the playoffs. I just gotta make it.
That's why you don't fucking draft Tyson Berry.
He's been okay, I guess.
Oh, he hasn't.
You had him last year, didn't you? Is that why?
I have no clue. I just saw him and I'm like, I need him. I don't know, man.
Guy can't play defense, man.
That's okay.
Or offense this year.
Your goalies are bad. That's really what's hurting you.
All right.
And Malkin being hurt.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Like Malkin.
You have 4 goalies. Stop,
buddy.
He has 4 goalies. 2 of them are backups.
Yeah, I know.
Blackwood and
Leonard. You have Bishop, Leonard, fucking Blackwood, and Smith. Like,
dude, those are good goalies.
I'm rocking 2 goalies and I'm kicking your ass.
Bud.
Okay, I'm not kicking your ass, but
I'm down by what? 0.3?
1.3.
65.7 to 64.4.
Wow. Okay, I just said a random number.
Just wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow.
Nothing's happening tomorrow aside from I'm gonna win. You know what? That's gonna be the topic of the next episode. We'll see y'all later. Hope you had a good time. I'm gonna beat Bryson fantasy hockey this week. Anything else you guys want to say?
Slayer.
Wager match, $10.
I don't know about that.
Do we want a score update before we leave?
What?
Score update before we leave?
Yeah. Score update and then we'll call it.
All right, so we got Sharks up 3-1 with 2 minutes left in the second.
Who did I
over
pick?
the Canadians. I don't know.
I picked the Sharks.
I think you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. What's up, Bryce?
You picked the Sharks, yeah. I picked the Canadians as well, so. Okay, Arizona, the Islanders. It is 2-1 Islanders, end of 2. Rangers, Sabres, end of 2, 4-2 Rangers.
I don't care about that.
Hurricanes, Jackets tied at 3 after 2.
Did we do that game? No.
We did not.
Okay.
I think it was 3-1.
Whatever.
It was 3-1 when we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Kings, Blues tied at 1, end of 1. Wild Predators tied at 0, end of 1. Flyers, Blackhawks just started. Stars, Ducks, 4 minutes in, Stars scored already, 1-0.
Yes.
Dallas. So, yeah. And then who's winning the Thursday night game?
Thursday night football?
Minnesota, dude. Is that a fucking question?
I don't even know who plays. Wait,
the
let me guess.
Redskins
Don't the Redskins have 1 win?
They
I don't
beat the
care if
Dolphins.
freaking Adam Thielen
They beat
or
Miami.
whatever
Calm
his
down.
name isn't playing. Minnesota wins.
All right, who wins college football tonight?
I don't know.
SMU and Houston.
Who is
Houston.
SMU?
I don't know, but they're ranked 16th.
Southern Michigan, I believe.
They're ranked 16th. No, Southern
So-
Methodist Mustangs.
I'm gonna go with Houston.
How are they ranked?
We're
I've
not,
never heard of them.
that one doesn't
I'm-
count.
I thought you were talking about like Southern Michigan, dude.
No.
I don't know. They're useless, just like Bryce's fantasy team. All right.
Okay.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode 2 of Pass the Biscuit podcast.
Wager match.
We'll see. Maybe.
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe.
Wager match.
Maybe. Probably not. All right. Bye, everybody.